Ever since we were told that we were going to be getting an accurate adaptation of the Harry Potter books for TV, people were excited. Even I was. We were going to get something that the films weren't not necessarily able to do. Large stories consolidated down into 2 hour films meant that they were not going to be, naturally, of course, able to have absolutely everything from the books put into them. This TV series would mean that we could have everything that was important that had to be left out from the film adaptations. It was looking all absolutely great and fantastic until they announced Papa Asidu as Severus Snape. Now, I don't have a problem with him as an actor, just before people jump around with the racism, okay, because that has happened in the past in the Held for Review section. And sure, he would make a fantastic Kingsley. He's a good actor. However, people were upset because of the descriptions of Snape in the book and how it really did not match. And the series came under fire. This accurate adaptation had suddenly gone down a notch. Now we have some major updates, well, rumours, I would say. And this accurate adaptation that has been brought down a peg or two already seems to be going down even more than just a peg or two. Hello and welcome back to Chat About It, Don't Shout About It with me, Rachel, the Queen of the Woke, as crowned by one of my haters.
I crown you Queen of the Woke!
Let's chat about it. Now these are just rumours, so please do be aware of that at this stage. But if these are true, then I think people are going to switch off. This is from Screen Rant, which we have not done in a long time. Oh, welcome back, old friend. HBO's confirmed Harry Potter Book 1 changes sets up a better ending. All right, yeah, you heard that. These changes, these so-called changes, are going to make a better ending. The ending becomes better because of the changes. These are the changes. I have linked the article below from Screen Rant for you. Okay, let's go. This is interesting. Lucius Malfoy is going to have a bigger role in season 1. Yep. Lucius Malfoy is in the first series. He's not even in the first book. Why is he in the first series? It's because they are not going to be telling the story entirely from Harry's perspective. There are very few chapters in the entire series, and I've read them all countless times, that do not take place from Harry's perspective. Those chapters are told either in a dreamlike state or a flashback, or are told from a more observational sort of like third-person sort of standpoint, rather than directly in those characters' minds. Immediately when we come out of those situations, in those chapters, we go back into Harry's brain. We also are going to be seeing Draco at home. Lux Pratt, who is playing Draco Malfoy, had this to say. You get to see Draco at home. I won't spoil too much about that, but there are some brilliant scenes at home where you start to get an insight into how he is. Yep, so we are seeing him at home. When we don't see him at home until book 6, I think it is. Or is it book 7? No, it's book 7. Sorry. I stand corrected. I corrected myself. This is also rumoured. Draco's home life and more. Lucius sets up Narcissa Malfoy as a key character early on. Now, she's not integral until the Half-Blood Prince. That's when her role becomes absolutely major in shifting the story along from book 6 and in book 7. I can't actually remember seeing her. Actually, no, I think we do see her perhaps in Goblet of Fire, but she doesn't say anything. Yeah, so apparently she is going to be set up early on because it will lead to this. HBO is doing a better job, right? Okay, better job of setting up Narcissa's huge role in the final season. Right, I don't like this wording. I hate this wording because it would suggest that J.K. Rowling did a bad job in setting it up as well. So basically, because we see her earlier as a mother, it sets up the ending much better for book 6. And then when she betrays Voldemort by prioritizing her own family over him, right? The way the films do Narcissa is pretty much the way the books do Narcissa. She didn't need context. She didn't need that context of the fact that she is a mother. We know that she is a mother. It is well established that she is a mother. And that's exactly how the late Helen McCrory, rest in peace, your legendary actress, played her. I think the main point to take away from this particular article, even though I didn't go into lots and lots of details, but it is linked, okay, is that they are adding more. If this is true, right, they are adding more to pad it out and make at least 8 episodes. And they are straying away from telling it from Harry's perspective. Now, I know that the films did do a scene from Hermione's perspective, and as far as I can remember, that was the only scene where that was done. I might be wrong. I may need to stand corrected on that one. I think that was added and it was not part of the books. It was definitely not part of the books anyway, because she does it. She tells Harry she did it in the books. But all the other scenes that don't take place in Harry's mind were in the books as well. If these rumours are true, then J.K. Rowling would have had to have agreed to this. Now, I'm not interested in extra padding. If we start getting too much padding, then it would lead to expanding on Voldemort way too early. Because his expansion happens really from book 4 onwards, but obviously book 6 is probably the biggest one. And then expanding on Snape and his complexities. Or Petunia. That big reveal for Petunia, that will expand on it way too early. I just think that we were promised an accurate adaptation and we were lied to. It's sad, really. It was a really good opportunity to take it and fill in the gaps that the films had to leave out. And the films, as a standpoint alone, are absolutely brilliant. I think people are going to switch off, really, because you're not giving them a reason to watch it. That's what I think. Let me know what you think. Chat about it, don't shout about it. Please do feel free to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Thank you for watching today. Don't forget you can join me on my other platforms as well. I've got YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, X, TikTok, Instagram, Locals, Substack, and I also have a Discord. Everything is linked below.